Is it for a particular person? Yeah, it's for Reg. Jack and Ori. Jack and Ori. Right, listen, here we go. Ready? Go on.
The sufferance, but hey ho. Right, pipe wrench and plumbing wrench. A pipe wrench is basically an adjustable wrench with a serrated jaws that grip onto pipes, like the adjustable spanner. This tool is going to take us on a journey to the USA and Sweden.
Oh.
Daniel Stilson was born in 1826 in Durham, New Hampshire. He worked as a ship's mechanic during the American Civil War before becoming an engineer for J.J. Woolworth & Co., a company based in Cambridge, Massachusetts, that had started out fitting steam heating systems to buildings. Later on, it began producing its own pipe fittings and valves. While he was working for them, Stilson came up with an idea for a tool designed to grip to metal pipe with slanted teeth facing in the opposite directions, which made for a stronger grip. He put together a wooden prototype which his employers were impressed by. They wanted him to prove how strong it was, so they had a version made from steel and asked Stilson to see if it could tear through a pipe, which it did. Amazingly, they didn't screw him over, but instead insisted that he patent his new tool, which he did in 1869, and licensed it to the company. They began producing it, and the timing couldn't have been better because heating systems were being installed everywhere, and there was a gap in the market for a versatile plumber's gripping tool. The licensing arrangements with J.J. Woolworth & Co. made Stilson the equivalent of just under $2 million, which is £1.5 million in today's money. Not bad. His patent ran out a long time ago, but the tool has changed little since his original design. A Stilson wrench is the tool you think of when you hear pipe wrench, and the word Stilson still tends to appear on the name of the tool. In 1888, our friend Johan Petter Johannesson was making the final touches to a new type of pipe wrench, which he patented before patenting another version in 1894. The updated one had 2 long handles and 2 movable jaws with serrated teeth that are adjusted by rotating a thread ring halfway up the handle. In that way, it's more like a mole grip or a vice grip than a wrench. It can grip with a lot of force and doesn't need to engage a lock nut, but can be a bit unwieldy compared with the smaller, more manoeuvrable Stilson. Johannesson's tool became known as a plumber's wrench or a Swedish wrench, and they are still very much in use today. And that's a picture of them.
Oh, here we are, look. Fantastic. Thank you, Debbie.
And that's the end of the story.
Thank you, Debbie.
Good night, everybody. Sleep tight.
Well, my little beauties, they're here, They have arrived. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get them out in the shed and under the light, and we'll what's it called? We'll really examine these under a really bright light. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a real close look at them. And we'll get Debbie to read this book. All about him, all about them. We'll get Debbie, and they go as far back as, look, 1869. We've got a number there, and we've got another number here. 1888, look, in the story. Look at this. Wow, we'll get Debbie to read that for us. So anyway, come on, let's get the keys. Let's let's get these in the workshop and let's have a really, really close look at them. And tell you the story. They have a slight story behind them. So we've come in the garage and we've put the heater on. It's just got going. Just a quick answer for Scoutcrafter. He asked, was there any fumes coming through it? Well, the air goes in there, breathes in here, it comes out here. And I know what you mean when you're saying fumes. And what you're thinking is exhaust fumes. Well, the pipe comes through the wall here. Look, the exhaust is here. As yet, I know sometimes you see them smoking and doing all sorts, but all the exhaust is well away. It's not by the door, it's outside into the garden, hidden behind the bush. Well, it wasn't hidden, it's the way it came out. But so where the exhaust and the fumes might be, and you know, if it was close to a door, it would work its way back in the door, but it's well away from, so anything that goes out the exhaust side of things are well away from inside here. Yeah, so it's quite good. I can imagine it making smoke, and the smoke coming back through a door or through a window or whatever. But yeah, no, there's as of yet there's no fumes, and I don't expect any fumes because I'm well away from where the exhaust goes and where it comes out the other side of the building. So let's start with the smaller one. Let's start with the story of how they got to me. How did this of this age manage to find its way to me? Well, the man I get them off obviously gets them off another man. And they come, these, you saw them before they were all cleaned up. They were in the ground, and how they became in the ground was they were in lovely cabinets, lovely what would have today been worth 200 or 300 quid, but they'd been put in there by the father and the grandfather. So that's quite a way back. They would have been put there in a cupboard, in a set of cabinets. Either the father put them there or the grandfather put them there, and they were sitting in this cabinet over the years and had been sort of forgotten about. And as you know, when something's been around for that long, the things were well buried underneath what I call in the cupboard of doom. They were in the cupboard of doom in the bottom. And what we believe how they got there was they were bombed out factories, or they were when they were in the business of buying places and emptying out the stores, and these would have gone in a cupboard. But they ended up in the ground because the cupboards had perished. These cupboards that are scrapped now, but would have been worth a lot of money if only they'd looked after them, if they hadn't put them on a soil ground in a shed, in a barn. If they would have lifted them up some, it would have been okay. But why these have been sitting in a place for so long is because the bottom of the cupboards had perished and these had become in the ground underneath, and that's where they were. And can you see, look, they've hardly been used. I mean, you know, if you had this door over that length of time, you would have been hammering on it and scratching. I mean, they're in exceptional condition considering what they do and what their working environment would have been to have survived this long. Now it's talking to us, isn't it? It's talking to us. It's telling us that we probably think that's a starret, although it doesn't say the word. That's the thing of the starret, and it has a matching head. Now I haven't seen this, but when you look really closely at it, can you see the diamond stamped where it says steel? There's a diamond around there, isn't there? So that piece and this piece we know, or we believe to be a starret, look. So the form of the handle tells us the age. Now the end. Because they went, oh, they all went to steel handles, didn't they? They haven't made these. These haven't been for sale for a very, very long time, have they? Hmm? Wow. And then the styling, that tells us it's 14, but there's also a thing here, 14. Hold on. We've got a 14 under here. So it's matching. That belongs to that. 14, 14. They knew how to make and mark tools then, didn't they? Hmm? You knew it was a quality product of its day. And the jaws are virtually untouched. You do get them, they do wear, they do get worked hard. Well, these haven't been worked hard. No. They've been worked hard, and they're original, they haven't been touched, you know, they haven't been filed and cleaned up. That's about as much work as they did. This one's absolutely lovely. So Stilson, we can say with some confidence, this is a Stilson, a pair of Stilsons. The only thing I noticed on this one, whether it's a clue or not, there's one spring here, but there's two springs here. Is that because it's maybe been repaired at some time, or somebody added a spring to it? Why would it have? You can see better there. Why would it have two little springs? Is that what they did them days? That's how it is? Or has somebody done something? Why has it got two little? You expect one to be there. You don't expect two. But anyway, they are survivors. These are survivors, and now they're in Reggie's hands, so hopefully they'll stay survived. They'll either go to a collector or an enthusiast, you know, when I kick the bucket. So these are going to last. These are going to survive a very long time now. They're going to be kept and looked after and loved with the others. Right, so let's look at this one. Now this is the bigger one. This is the 18. Again, got the end to it. There's no name markings. The only thing we can say about this is, can you see there's a little star there? Can you see it? There's a little star, look. And that says 18 there, and it says 18 here. Now the form of that 18, the way that 18's been put there will give us a clue. And again, this one got a lovely pair of jaws on it. They've not been, and again, you see the markings now. Do you see how there's a line on the inside? Now this one, it's got the Stilson, it's got a very fine lines, fine grooves running up the inside of it. Can you see it? You can see it there, can't you? That's part of its identity, look. Yeah, part of its identity in there. That tells us. But this, it's only got a little star there, and it's got a little star. It's got another little star here. But again, look, the jaws are in really good, and they haven't been filed and cleaned up. They are as they were when they were last put in the cupboard, and for them then to perish away. What a pair of beauties. And I hadn't seen them with wooden handles before. But again, one spring here, one spring there. What a find. What a find. And now, so their journey, they've found happiness. They're in pipe wrench heaven now, aren't they? Now they've found their way into Reggie's hands, and from here onwards, they've finished all their hard work. They're not going to be put back to work again, are they? They're in full retirement now. What a beauties, what a pair of beauties. So here they are, in the cupboard, with the, I thought I'd put them somewhere a little bit more protected. Inside the wooden cupboard. Yeah. But there they are, joining the other collection of adjustables and wrenches. I always add to them. It's always possible to add to them, isn't it? Yeah. Fantastic. So let's consult the Buck and Hickman books, shall we? We'll start with the 1964 book. You can see now, look, the steel handles. There's no wooden handle ones. They're all steel handles. It's all fairly sort of modern. There's a few of them. They're all fairly modern ones here now, isn't there? So we need to go back a bit. So let's go back, shall we? Let's go back a bit. Shall we go to, where were we? 35. No, we'll go back to 58. Let's have a look at 1958. Here we are. Again, where did we see them? We did see them, didn't we? Oh, look, you can still get a tadpole, a Clyburn. We got them. We got one of those, didn't we? You still get tadpoles here. Stilson, where? British made. There's a Stilson wrench there, look. But the wooden handle ones have been sort of phased out, haven't they? You can still get the F-type and the King Dicks. Yeah, but we need to go back a bit further, don't we? Let's go back a bit further. Let's put that down. Let's go back to 1930. No, I think 35 comes first. Yeah, let's go to 1935. Yeah. And here they are, look, Stilson pipe wrenches. They're here. That hasn't got a wooden handle. That's a steel handle there, isn't it? Yeah. So the wooden handle ones, look. And what could you buy then? What sort of wrenches were you looking at this date then? Yeah, there's all sorts of the now see the monkey wrenches are available now, look. That's in 1935. And so look what was in 1935, yeah. So let's go back a little further. Let's go back to 1930. How long ago was 1930? Oh my God, it's a long time ago, wasn't it? So they are in the era of what sort of wrenches people buying? What was there? What choice did they have? The footprints are still here. They're still here. Look. Let's go back a bit more. What's in here? Oh yeah. They're well. Yeah. Oh yeah, the monkey wrenches are still here. Look at that. Fantastic. So we can find them in the book. We should have a price for them. 1930. Let's have a look. Did we see? Yeah, we've got a price. Got a price. We've got a wooden handle. We've got a 14-inch, haven't we? 40. A complete wrench. 8 shillings and 4pence. Can you see that? Yeah. A 6-inch. An 8-inch was 9 shillings and 7pence. I thought there was 12 shillings to a pound, wasn't there? We've got a 14-inch, haven't we? That was 17 shillings and 9 pennies. And we've got an 18-inch. Oh, that was a dear one. That's the biggest one we can get. Is 22 shillings and 11. Would that be 22 guineas then? Would that mean 22 shillings? And look, you can get all the parts for it as well. Look at that, the spring. That's why it's fantastic. These Buck and Hickman books are amazing. Fantastic. What a reference to look at for such a long time looking through your books. That's why I love these Buck and Hickmans.